The ride was not scary at all, super smooth and the views were amazing. The tour agent messaged us a day before to confirm the pickup time and the whole process was very smooth. Would highly recommend. Smile. It was a wonderful experience. If you come to Cappadocia, you can't miss the hot air balloon experience. Due to the weather and wind, the flights were cancelled every day a few days before, so I was worried until the day, but we were able to fly as scheduled. After the cancellations, the price of the hot air balloon tour seems to have risen sharply, and people who applied at local travel agencies after arriving in Cappadocia seem to have paid quite a high price. On the other hand, if you avoid the peak season, it seems that it may be cheaper depending on the number of participants on the day, but it's a gamble, so I'm glad I applied in advance with Klook. I applied as a combo with the Red Tour, but I heard that the Indian couple who joined me paid far more than I paid just for the hot air balloon, so I told them about Klook on the spot. One thing is that you can't go down to the valley or get closer to the city unless you have a small group of people, so even if the price went up a little, it might have been more enjoyable. It was an out-of-the-world experience. Highly recommended. However, there was no snack/breakfast as mentioned in the itinerary. Of course we had champagne, clinking glasses emoji, at the end of the trip. But the experience was excellent, A-OK hand emoji. February 2025 was a very bad month for the event, but miraculously I was able to ride. It was quite cold, so cold weather measures are essential. I applied for a plan with a video kit, but in reality, you have to pay a little to receive the data for free. I have nothing to say, but this is really worth it. The flight went very smoothly and ended with a champagne toast to celebrate. Was great experience, worth every penny spent. This is probably the best plans on the planet for the balloon ride. Shouldn't miss. The price booked on Klook is much cheaper than the travel agency. Let's talk about the riding experience. It was a perfect experience. The first hot air balloon ride experience was dedicated to Cappadocia. It was a very amazing journey. If any friends come to Kappa, I will recommend them to book a hot air balloon on Klook. A great and unforgettable experience. Flying down to see the strange rocks and rocks of Gourmet is really worth the money. If you buy your itinerary online, the hot air balloon manufacturer will arrange a pickup time via text message based on the sunrise time on the day of the flight the night before the appointment. It is very convenient to use a minibus to pick you up at the hotel early in the morning. Wonderful experience. Received a confirmation the day before the tour which was reassuring. Hotel pickup was on time at 6:30 a.m. We waited in the van for almost 1.5 hours for the green signal to drive at 10 minutes distance for the takeoff location. The crew was swift setting up the balloon and I appreciate the safety instructions and briefing given before we took off. The pilot looked like what he was doing and was paying full attention during the journey. Smile. The flight took about 2 hours and was smooth. Small touches like the tea while waiting, the GoPro photo taking, celebrative champagne and the certificate were very cute. After all, the scene is simply breathtaking and the operator enabled a comfortable experience. The only downside that got me was one of the staff, not the pilot, was playing music on his phone during the flight, which bothered me a bit. Anyways, very glad I checked the weather too to decide which date to book, as all hot air balloon tours were cancelled for a few days afterwards due to the weather. We're back to the hotel in Gourmet by 9:15 a.m. for breakfast. Awesome. Of course, when going to Turkey, you have to take a hot air balloon ride. It is very convenient to book through Klook. I made the reservation in a hurry the night before. Fortunately, the company arranged it very well. Someone will call to inform me. The whole process was very satisfying. Amazing experience. No complaints. Very professional captain. This company pays great attention to safety, is very professional, and the drivers are great.